Hey guys, welcome back to Dispersed. I'm your girl Bevlyn, and today we're being joined by Crista. For all those who've watched my previous videos, you know who Crista is. Thank you for joining us, Crista.
I'm happy to be here.
If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. If you're a returner, thank you for always supporting me. Today we're just going to be talking about the work environment, how it's like for first year, article clerk, trainee accountant, slash everything. So we're just gonna get into that, and I hope you enjoy the video.
When life becomes a trip, pack a bra, get a grip. So when the cup runneth over, the fam will get to sip. She's here.
So we're just gonna hear what Crista's experience was like as a first year, and then we just go through a bit of tips, things that we wish we had known as first years, and before we started. So like, how was the transition from like school, like university, to like an 8 to 5?
Personally for me, it wasn't as difficult, but it was something else. It was very new because I moved from Zim, and then so I was trying to adjust to the new country, to the new weather, to the new. It was everything. I think I had no splits for the longest time.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, it was very hot. So, but then from university, I'm a morning person, so so it was very good for me because I'm used to waking up in the morning. I'm not a night owl, so everything was fine, like waking up wise. But then the whole work environment for me was very different. It was it's just weird because now people are busy, people are trying to get by there, and then you just stay just like, okay, what is my place here, what am I supposed to do here? Because during the first week, like, you really don't know where you're supposed to be.
Everything is so foreign.
You don't even know where the bathroom is. That's the other thing. You don't know where the bathroom is.
You're in a new country. You don't even know what you're doing,
bro. And you don't know how the coffee machine works. And you really want coffee because you can see, people going to the coffee machine, but you don't know who to ask.
But it was a lot.
It was a lot, but
and also we don't do an 85. We do like a 7:30 to 5. We work till 1:30 on a Friday.
Yeah, but Friday we wake up until 1:30, and then it's time for the streets.
For the streets will be calling.
The streets will be calling on Friday at 1:30. You won't find me at work.
You said you're a morning person, but then do you feel like, how in uni, I'm not saying you should bank your lectures, you can miss a lecture, but with work you can't do that.
Yeah, that's the main issue now. With work, it's your responsibility. In university, you can actually wake up and decide, today I'm not gonna go, I will watch a recording or things like that. But at work, no one will record nothing for you because you have work, you have things to do, and you cannot just leave things to say, someone else will do it. No one will do it for you. And I think that's the other thing, that I have to do it. That is very difficult for me. Like, I have to. You
have no choice but to go to work. Like, that's a lot. Like, I can't believe I have to pay for a living. Like, why do I need to pay for me to survive?
And now it's everything is on you, because in university, like, your parents, if you don't have money, you can just call home and say, you know what, I'm out of A, B, and C. Now you have a job, you get a salary, so you cannot be calling home.
You can't. You're now an adult.
Yeah.
They expect you to act like an adult. So, Crista, how many times have you cried at work?
To be honest, I would say a lot, because I'm a crier. I'm a person who expresses their emotions through tears. So I've cried for some time. Remember, there was a time where I called my mom. I was like, how are you? Then I started crying. Oh my goodness. Now when I started crying, she got worried. Then my dad called me because he was also worried. But I cried a lot. But it's not because people are mean or anything. Just sometimes the work gets overwhelming. And you're just thinking, okay, why do I have to do this? Or why am I
If any of my managers or seniors are watching, like, every time they give me instructions, sometimes they're not even being mean. Not sometimes, they're never being mean or anything. But when the information is coming, I'm like, If you notice, every time I go to the toilet afterwards, I am going to go cry myself. Oh my goodness. Why I'll be crying?
It gets very weird. Usually if you're working in a boardroom at a client, and then you go to the bathroom and everyone can see that you're crying, because when you come back your tears, but at least do that. I think that's better than crying in front of everyone.
You are not going to see me cry.
No,
Why?
never cry in front of everyone because
you can guess that I was crying.
Yeah,
but you don't have to know
see me
for certain that I was
my
crying.
eyes out. Yeah, but
No.
crying is normal, guys. I advise crying, but if
Yeah,
you're not
let
a
it out.
crier, go to the gym, run, punch something,
Yeah.
but not people, something.
Because how is it like calling like people who are older than you, like people who are like twice your age with their first names?
Guys, it was very weird. From where I come from, you don't do that, guys. Like you call someone with what you call it?
With
There's always
respect.
this is a perfect.
With their surname,
now
like
I need to call hi Bevlyn. Hi Peter, who is 60, and I'm just like, why do I have this? It's very weird. But then at the end of the day, you need to remember these are your colleagues, not your parents.
Yeah.
So you have to do it.
They're now okay. They're not on the same level because they're still in first year.
Yeah.
But then you can't, because they even say don't do that. Like call me Peter.
Yeah, they don't want to be called
Sir.
or ma'am. Yo, ma'am. People
Don't
don't
want. So do you think like 3 years of undergrad, first 1 year of postgrad, and like your first board exam prepared you for like, maybe the technical side of work? Do you think it prepared you for that?
Not really. The practical side of it is different to the theory, because
Mm-hmm.
not everyone is just black and white. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you need to do A, B. In theory, you need to do A, B, and C, and then you cover this. You need to think. You need to apply your mind. You need to, but of course, the background helped a lot, because you're not starting from zero. But then at the same time, just like it requires a lot of thinking, because approach. This. Now you need to apply your mind.
You need to apply what you learned now. Like it's no longer just you do A, B, C, D. You now actually need to do A, B, C, D.
Exactly, because now it's not just it's a revenue. People have different revenues. And
you have to understand them.
You need to.
Yeah, for me, there's certain things that we didn't learn because we had a syllabus. So now, when you're now in the working environment, it's like the real world now. You can't be like, I had a syllabus. So there's certain things that I didn't learn, and now I have to know. Like, for instance, we don't learn, like, IFRS for SMEs or, ISIS for government entities. And then now you're there, and in the meeting, people are talking about IFRS for SMEs and things being excluded, and you're just like,
oh, okay.
Oh, okay, let me take notes
Then you
of that.
write it down. So you remember.
But you do have to go read up to stay like up to date with your information, because you don't want to look stupid. You don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. I mean, you don't know what you're doing, but you want to look like you know what you're doing.
Yes, it's better. Yeah, pretend. I guess pretend like
Do you die?
Confidence is key.
Oh my goodness, confidence is key. And I mean, if you don't know something, you can just say, this one is not my point of expertise.
Yeah, it's better to say you don't know than to now
lie.
lie
And then people will be giggling there.
Sure. Because now you're trying to prove a point.
So we're just going to go now to the tips, like things that we wish we had known before we started first year. So if you're first year who's starting their article soon, just take note.
This one is for you. So the one thing that I would say is learn to speak up, learn to say no, and I'm not saying not in an aggressive way, but if you cannot do something, be honest, because you don't want a situation where in the morning they're asking you, okay, wait, why is this not done? And then you tell them you couldn't do it. Rather be honest and say, you know what, I cannot do it, and then they'll look for someone, because it sucks. Like in the morning now, things need to be done, and then like, okay, why is this not done? Like,
it's better for you to be known as the person who says no than the person who doesn't deliver.
Yeah,
like, that's a bad look. Like,
it really is.
Because now people would have committed, like they would have said, oh, Crista was going to do this, and then they don't look for someone else to do the thing. And then you come tomorrow and be like, oh no, I couldn't do it because I was doing A, B, C, D. No one cares. If you can't do it, say no at that particular time. Learn to say no. Like, it's difficult because you're dealing with people who are like your seniors and they're older than you, and it might be difficult to be like say no, but don't spread yourself too thin.
And this is actually one of the other things that I'm still working on, learning to say no to your colleagues, like to your people on the same level. Like people do weird things, eh? Like if someone is asking you, okay, I need help with A, B, and C. If you cannot do it, prioritize your work. Don't.
Yes, because when now we are being asked why this is not done, you can't be like, I was doing Christabel's work. They don't care about that.
Like you should.
Like, why were you doing Christabel's work when your work was not done? Like,
Exactly.
who do you think you are?
To be delegating.
Yeah, to be deciding, no, I'm not going to do someone else's work and put my work on the side. The next thing is just be organized. Like, have a schedule, know what you're doing. Like, you might not need to write it down or like have a diary or anything, but at the beginning of the day, just know what you're doing, know what needs to be done at whatever time, rather than to be like, oh, being called, oh, where is my things, and now you don't have them, and you're like, no, I was going to do them later on in the day. Like, prioritize things that are important, that are that are going to be needed urgently. So yeah,
and be on time. Like you said, you should look at your thing, right, and say, okay, I have a meeting at 2, I have a meeting at A, B, and C. Put a reminder in your phone so that your phone notifies you 10 minutes. Go up 10 minutes earlier, because you're a first year, right? You don't want the manager to be waiting for you, the whole partner waiting for you. Be on time. Like, guys, like, you don't want
it's simple things.
no,
like
simple things.
First of all, you are late, you don't know what you're doing.
And then you're the one now holding the meeting. And remember, these meetings, especially if it's a client-related meeting, they're technically for you. Because now people were there prior audit, right? So they know what the client is about. Now they want to brief you so that you know these things.
And now you are late. Like, why are you late?
For you? At least if you're late, life happens. If you're late, call your senior to say, okay, I'm running late because of
communication
Communicate is key, guys. People don't like surprises. Nobody likes surprises, guys.
No one likes
that surprise. We all love surprise parties, but when it comes to work, people don't
do that. You just communicate. If you're struggling with something, communicate. If you are stuck somewhere, communicate.
If you're not well,
communicate. The thing of, oh no, I couldn't do ABC. I think it's better to explain before than to explain after. Because now people are frustrated already. But if you explain before and they anticipate your absence, it's better than to be like, oh no, I couldn't come because I was A, B, C, D. Even though they want to feel like some sympathy for you, maybe being sick. They won't. Why are you telling me now?
They'll feel like you.
It's an excuse now.
Or you created a sickness. Because sometimes, because now it looks very convenient. Okay, you got sick after I was sick. like
how?
Yeah,
it takes 2 minutes to just check someone. 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
Actually, 2 seconds. Doesn't even take that long. Remember that thing that you said you can do on your CV. You said you're proficient in Excel. You can work long hours. You work well under pressure.
Remove that thing.
Remove that thing because it's expected of you. You're supposed to be proficient in Excel. You're supposed to work long hours. You're supposed to work well under pressure, especially towards deadlines. Like, you need to.
Guys, you need to show
brace yourself.
You need to do your part.
Yeah.
So that, because now everyone is working under pressure. Everyone, the manager, you, the senior. So just make sure that you do your part, and like you said, Excel is your best friend, guys.
Oh my
God. If you're Google is your friend, because now if you're bad at Excel, you would take longer to do.
You won't be efficient.
Because now, because now things that will take you to do like a quick Excel formula, now you are typing, copy, paste.
Copy.
It will take long. So guys, Google that thing. Just say how to move to A to how to
type exactly what you're trying to do.
There's always somewhere someone is explaining.
People know that you're struggling with Excel, so type it exactly how you want. If you're struggling with moving from column A to column Z, say how to move information from column A to column Z,
and it will show you. It will be there.
And that's what the information from work is for. Like that internet, use it.
And the problem is, it's not that you don't know Excel, but the format that you get the data in.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Because sometimes you get a weird
spreadsheet
that you need to format.
And you need it in a certain format. So you need to know how to tweak it to come to the format that you want.
Exactly.
So yeah. And also if you're really, really stuck, don't spend too much time trying to figure things out. Just go and ask. Like, these people are not going to bite you. They've been in the position that you're in. It might be scary, I get that. But then just ask. You won't die. It's better for you to ask than for you to spend 50 minutes on something and then you're being asked, okay, we budgeted 6 hours. Because you do get a budget. We budgeted 6 hours for you to do this thing. What happened? Why did you spend 12 hours? And then you're like, no, the information, I had to copy and paste. Why were you copying and pasting? There's a VLOOKUP.
Like guys, I was like, because during the first audits, I would get there, right, and then let's say the geo is formatted.
Yeah.
The senior would do it for me, but then there was a time where the senior now sat down with us, guys, at SNS, like, okay, this is how you do if you look up. This is how you do A, B, and C. And now you actually now you learn something, so now you know how to do certain things.
Just take note of it. Like, you can't just be taught something and then you forget about it. And then
Write notes.
Write notes. Like, make note of it. Especially if you're don't have a photographic memory. Just try and like make notes.
And the probability is you don't have a photographic memory.
Guys, we all think we know how to use Excel up until you start doing audits. Exactly. You don't know how to use Excel. Like, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. Of course, some people were brilliant with Excel, but personally, I thought I was an expert.
Me too.
Yeah.
Turns out I wasn't. Work gossip.
Guys, it's a no-no. Like,
don't engage.
It's a no-go area.
Oh my goodness.
Don't do it.
And it's very tempting, eh? It's very tempting.
Guys, work gossip is so interesting. When you start hearing Bevlyn did this
with who?
She's wearing what? You'll be like, oh, tell me more.
It's not worth it, guys. Usually, when you see people in the coffee area just talking, walk away. If
you do listen, don't say anything, because you don't want the situation where people are saying, oh, Crista said this.
But I told
like when I told Crista this, she said that.
Say this.
Don't do that, because you will it gets very messy. Yeah, we're not speaking from experience.
Yeah, no, we're not speaking from experience, but it's just an observation of things that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Because now you don't want to be called into human resources, guys, to say, why were you... Because now there's a thin line between you just saying something and harassment. Because now someone might say you are emotionally harassing them. And you don't want that. Guys, you don't want that.
Yeah, you really don't want that. So, and another thing to remember is people from work are not your friends. They might be nice to you and they might be friendly with you. They might help you with your work and everything, but they're not your friends. When it now comes to HR and people losing their jobs, they will throw you under the bus. Like, you think like me, I'm getting paid per month, and then you say I said something. I didn't say that. Like, what do you mean? I would do the same. I would throw you under the bus, because I mean, it's not your job at stake. What are you going to do? I'm going to lose a job because I heard Crista did A, B, C, D.
But yeah, guys, don't do it. Don't engage in work.
Don't do that.
It's really not worth it.
Yeah.
Don't give it time.
On that note, on that whole, people from work are not your friends. They might be nice or whatever. So just have everything in written format. Like, if you are told to do something, just go back. I know it sounds tedious. Just go back and say, as discussed earlier. Full stop. If they don't dispute with you, it means that they are aware that we discussed these things.
Or even if you told someone to do something, or if someone was supposed to do something for you, just say, okay, just a reminder, or as discussed, please do A, B, and C, so that they have it, so that you can go back and say, but on the 12th of June, I said.
In the meetings now, when that thing is not done,
why is it not done?
Oh, why is it not done? No, I asked Crista, then Crista was like,
I don't remember.
No, I don't remember this. What are you going to say? You don't have any evidence. It's now your word against theirs.
I'm not saying work people are not your friends. I was fortunate enough. I found friends at work. Exhibit A. So you need a person who can understand you. Like, let's say you have a friend who's a doctor. You cannot just go tell a friend who's a doctor what, like, your work. They just look at you like, what are you talking about?
They won't understand.
But I have a friend where I'll be talking, my support system, like, they know the people that I'm talking about. Yeah. Like, they know the process, they know everything. So you get that usually in your group, like in your Facebook.
Yeah, make sure it's just someone you trust.
And then it should be in your group. I think it's better if it's in a group.
Yeah.
People you started with, those are your friends. Those are the people who can relate,
because if it's people who are like in the up there, you don't know what was the relationships came
with
from
those people.
So now you are talking about these people, and don't do that. Actually, just don't talk about people.
Don't talk about people, but get your support system from work. You need that.
Yeah, you do.
And one thing again, your mental health.
It's very important.
It's very important, guys. If you feel like, okay, I cannot do this anymore.
It's too much.
Speak up and say, okay, guys, people get I've heard that people get breakdowns. I've heard people...
Yeah, you will crash.
You crash and burn. Like, say it, I've reached my limit. I cannot do it. But also don't be that person who reaches their limit every time.
Every time, like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Oh, guys, it becomes too much.
Too much. But yeah, your mental health, guys, that's your priority. You know, because this is your asset, it's your brain,
Yeah,
your mind.
there's no
your asset.
The unfortunate part is, you know, in the working environment is you are the only one who can take care of yourself. So
Exactly.
if you break down, if you crash down, tomorrow they will find a replacement for you. Like, the fact that you're gone, I mean, it's sad, but they will find a replacement. Because, I mean, the job has to go on. They can't go to the client and be like, oh no, Cristobal is not feeling well, so we can't, you know.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate. So you need to protect your mental health.
And she said, yeah, it's your responsibility, because now I wake up today, right, and I get to work, and then I'm just gonna see Bevlyn smiling or, you know, serious. I'm just gonna say, okay, please do A, B, and C for me. I don't know that Bevlyn is going through the most, because you never told me. Yeah, you never told me that you're going through the most. I'm just assuming that you're right. You're right in the head. So I'm just gonna tell you, do A, B, and C, and expect it to be done. But now, if you say, okay, but I'm going through A, B, and C, or I... Let them know, guys.
These people actually care.
They
do care.
They do care about you.
So now, if you're not in a good place, and if you let them know, they will make provisions. What's now annoying will be like you crash during it. I mean, it's sad, but then it's also annoying because you could have just told me, and they would have made a provision. They're not going to be mean. They're not the devil where they'll be like, oh, you're gonna work either way. I mean, you might find I haven't experienced that, but I've been fortunate to have nice managers, nice seniors, and everything. So, yeah.
But apparently it happens, eh? They will tell you the job needs to be done, but we haven't experienced it yet.
Yeah.
And we know that it's not going to get to that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that you speak up.
Yeah, speaking up is very important. So I think that's basically it. If you have any experiences at work, any tips you'd like to give anyone, I mean, I think these things apply
to everybody.
To everyone. It doesn't have to be an article person.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have any experiences, anything you would like to know, just mention it down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you to Cristobal for joining me again.
It's always a pleasure.
Unfortunately, there was no food this
time.
Guys,
the heartbreak that I got when I was told there was no food, but it's fine.
There will be food next time, Cristobal. There will be food next time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.